Hey guys, Emmanuel here, and I'm here to tell you that the Warriors are going to win the Western Conference. Yes, you heard it here first. Book it right now. Get on your betting apps. Bet that Warriors are going to win the Western Conference, and I'm just calling it as it is right now. But yeah, the playoffs started either yesterday. I can't remember. Was it yesterday or today? It started 2 days ago. And I got a chance to watch the Warriors play against the Nuggets. Both really great teams. I like both of them. But watching them, I got to realize just how good the Warriors are, right? They easily won against the Nuggets. And Jordan Poole, of course, went off for 30 points. And that got me thinking, wow, this team, the Warriors, they are good. And I've been saying it ever since the beginning of the season, that the Warriors are the team to beat in the league. I think the Warriors right now, the reason I think the Warriors right now are the team to beat is because when I think about it, this Warriors team, the core of this Warriors team have beaten way tougher teams than any other team in the current playoffs right now, besides them. That's one of the reasons. When the season first started, I was really high on three teams. I was high on Warriors, the Suns, and the Heat, but in my opinion, the Warriors were just a cut above everybody else. Now, throughout the season, they had a few issues with injuries. Klay Thompson didn't return until January, and Draymond Green and Stephen Curry missed a few weeks. They missed maybe a few weeks, a few months, if you total all of it up. They missed that amount of time. So that kind of messed them up throughout the season. But in my eyes, they're still the best team in the league. They're still the most well-rounded, most talented team in the league. Listen, I hold the Warriors in such high regard for a number of things. Number one, this team is so damn deep. Listen, this Warrior team has four guys who can legitimately go out there on any given night and give you 30 plus points with ease. If Coach Kerr asked them, and these players being Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Jordan Poole, right? Those guys can legitimately go off for 30 points on any given night. That's depth. That's what you call depth. And I didn't even mention the Swiss Army knife that is Draymond Green, the guy that makes this whole thing tick, the glue that keeps it all together, the coach on the floor, right? He's a Swiss Army knife because he can get you a small triple-double, a 10, 10, and 10. He can get you that, and that's so valuable, right? That's so valuable for Draymond Green. Another thing is that these guys, this squad is the most experienced in the playoffs, right? Like I said, they've gone up against teams that would dwarf any other team in this year, right? Whether it is the 2017 San Antonio Spurs, 2016 Oklahoma City Thunder, or 2016 Cleveland Cavaliers, or 2018 Cleveland Cavaliers. They've beaten teams, minus 2016 Cavs, that would beat any other team in this playoffs barring them. And that's what I mean. They are so deep and they're so experienced, right? That's why I said they're the most well-rounded team. They're most equipped, right? And for me, as the season goes on and it goes further, the better that they're going to get. And the reason I say that is because they didn't get a lot of time to play together this year. Like I said, Klay came onto the team in January, then Draymond and Steph missed a bunch of time together. They didn't play a lot together, starting together, right? Now that they're all healthy, the longer they play together, the more they figure it out, right? The smart team, smart organization, and smart players figure it out, and these guys are as smart and as the best as it comes, right? The longer the duration, the longer that they last in the playoffs, the better that they're going to get, right? And it seems like the playoffs is not phasing their younger player. Jordan Poole, it seemed like it was just another Tuesday for him. It seemed like it was just, he'd been here before, right? Like I said, the only thing working against them is they haven't played a lot together because of the injuries. And even, you know, after the game, Jordan Poole was asked about if he was going to be in a starting lineup, and he doesn't know yet, right? Because they're still trying to figure all that out. That's the only thing that works against them. Now, the only threat in my eyes to the Warriors in the West has to be the Suns, not the Grizzlies. Grizzlies don't make that list because in my eyes, the Grizzlies are just a little too young. Like, they're good, but they're not prepared for a playoff battle. War against a team like the Golden State Warriors. But the Phoenix Suns have the personnel, they have the experience, they have the leadership, the know-how. They've been to the finals before. They could present as a challenge to the Warriors. But the reason I picked the Warriors over the Phoenix is because I got a chance to watch a healthy, well, at the time, as healthy as they could be at the beginning of the season, they didn't have Clay at the time, a healthy Golden State team play against a healthy Phoenix Suns team. And it was just day and night. Who was better? Golden State was just better. The Golden State that you and I knew, the Golden State that put fear into people's hearts, the Golden State that goes off in the third quarter and you don't know where this burst of energy came from, that's the Golden State that I knew. And that's when it clicked for me. These guys are the team to beat in the Western Conference and potentially in the league. Right? And I say it potentially in the league because, listen, Golden State made quick work of a fully healthy Brooklyn Nets team. Right? Remember, Stephen Curry just went to the Barclays Center and just put on a show. And there's like a video of James Harden and Kevin Durant just watching him from the bench, and they couldn't do anything about it.
They're back up 21. Their defenses look better the last two possessions.
Drip, drip. That's Stephen Curry. Yeah, pure as it gets, Coach.
Yeah, shot fake, like Grant said, reload and knock it in. And then he has torched these sinners.
They could beat the Suns, they could beat the Nets, they could beat the Bucks, they could beat the 76ers. They are the most well-rounded team to win. And this isn't a new sentiment for me. I've been watching the Warriors ever since the beginning of the season. I have a few videos on them going back a few months, right? You can go check them out. I'm going to leave a link in the description for that. But I've been saying and I've been watching them, they are just a cut above everybody else. And I think what happened is the media and the fans kind of just forgot about them and they went to the back of everybody's mind. It was like kind of out of sight, out of mind, because they fell off in terms of seeding. But the reason they fell off in terms of seeding was because, again, health issues, injuries, right? People don't realize they're a sleeping giant. They're a monster waiting to be unleashed. Fully healthy, fully locked in, all of the gears working, nobody's beating this team. Not the Suns, not the Bucks, nobody's beating this team, right? The only other team that I said was as deep as them was the Miami Heat. And look, at Miami is number one in the East, right? It's the same thing with the Warriors. Barring injuries, Warriors would have been number one in the West. This team is a sleeping giant. You would be a smart person if you went and bet on them to win the West. The minute I saw them dismantle a healthy Suns team, it clicked for me. This is the team to beat. This is the team that everyone's going to struggle against. I wouldn't be surprised if they swept the Nuggets. Honestly, I think they're going to sweep the Nuggets. Stephen Curry was coming off the bench. They didn't need Steph to be Steph. Jordan put up 30 points. Klay Thompson put up like 16 points. And when I look at that team play, they're going to be a problem. I'm just praying and hoping that we get a Phoenix Suns versus a Golden State Warriors series, because the games this season were incredible, right? And I want to see that in the playoffs. But yeah, you heard it here first. Warriors are going to win the West. They potentially are probably going to win a championship. I think they would be my pick to win a championship. But yes, you heard it here first. Book it, bet on it. If you watched all the way to the end of this video, thank you. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, smash the like button for the algorithm, and click here to watch whether the Raptors can beat the 76ers or not. And aside from that, see you next time, kids.